light as mystical perfects the whole world and all that inhabits it and all that works through it. So on this day, let's be very grateful for those who have brought life to this world through the natural laws of maternity, and also realize that this embodiment is a symbol, a very beautiful and wonderful symbol, in which the cherishing of life, in which the mystical experience that the individual goes through in the process of bringing forth a physical child, is in a mysterious way surrounded by the presence of universal laws and principles which also have to do with the production of the soul. This human soul is born through the mind and through the body. It is precipitated from the spiritual life of the individual. It becomes finally the heir to all the ages, and it is the child that will never be a pain to its parent. This bringing forth of the sun child, the soul child, the Buddha child in ourselves, is the gradual unfoldment of the eternal through the temporal, of the invisible through the visible. The principle will not be seen, but it will be made known by its preachments. And the preachments in this case represents the conduct, donations and contributions to world good, and everything that can be done to make a better life. So there's constantly coming into this world souls that are brought here, if by love, by the strongest power there is, and that the entire experience of physical love has its absolute equivalent on the higher planes by the mystical experience of soul love. And without love, there is nothing but sterility. Without love, there is nothing but death. And with love, there is everlasting life. So the gradual transformation of ourselves into the love principle is more or less a feminizing process. It is making the principle of love stronger than the principle of law, but does not break the law, because the law itself arises in an infinite consciousness of love. The law is there because it is necessary to the fulfillment of the great affection of the universal parent for its children. So all in the world we can really hope for is that gradually private people in their daily living will begin to live closer to the realities of good, that little by little our failings will be transformed by a kind of affection. When we love someone very dearly, we will sacrifice much for them. Their happiness becomes more important than our own, and we never can be happy until something or someone else is more important than ourselves. All the way through, the world of law was the world of the prophets. The world of law was the old dispensation. But the understanding of the law, not its abolishment, but the understanding of the law becomes the new dispensation, because it is that by which we gradually come to understand that law itself has no existence except as an instrument of love. As the parent must correct a child, so universal law, because it loves creation, corrects its mistakes. Little by little we move into a more rarefied and gentle atmosphere of relationships with things. We are no longer quite so heavily indoctrinated with the passing moods and attitudes that make up most of our lives. It is a good thing, perhaps, in this day of the year when we become very much remembering of our parents and those that we've known, and we remember the half forgotten and the half remembered. It is nice to realize that this whole pattern, everything involved in it, is nothing but divine love coming to age in the human being. And also that when the human being becomes an instrument of the divine love, then the solar system is in order. And all the worlds that are continue to fulfill their destinies under the loving care of infinite life, light, and truth. these things, if we think about them, may help us to have a little happier day today and look forward to something nice tomorrow. Thank you very much.